Quiero pensar, pero no puedo, no. El ruido en la ciudad está consumiendo, wow. Quieren pensar sin ni siquiera estar al mando. Tanta publicidad subliminal te está matando. Les cuesta decidir por sí mismos cuál es su mando. Publican sonrisas con el corazón llorando. Quieren brillar, pero sin tener que valerse de tener sus ideas propias. Los veo a todos igual, solo son la réplica de la imitación de una triste copia. Obedece, la vida es un suspiro y envejeces. Te dejas distraer por estupideces y pierdes el eje. Te duele por dentro, entonces te creces, pero aceptas mucho menos de lo que mereces.
¿Y quién te ha dicho a ti que no puedes pensar sobre lo que le di, sobre cómo actuar? Lucha por ser feliz sin a nadie dañar y solo así podrás brillar. ¿Y quién te ha dicho a ti que no puedes pensar sobre lo que le di, sobre cómo actuar? Lucha por ser feliz sin a nadie dañar y solo así podrás brillar. Conserva tu juicio y tu intuición, más activos que el que lucha por lo suyo y no se rinde. Yo ya sé bien cuál es mi misión, y es contarte que el mal por su propio pie pronto se extingue. No caigas bajo su control, pues por la televisión es normal que mal lo pinte. Tú mantente firme en conexión con la fuente de creación, vivirás siempre de fin de. Dios abre los ojos, dime lo que ves. A tus propios hijos matándose por billetes. Niños mueren cada 2 por 3. Pa' unos es bendición, con otros por su causa pequen. Y yo que intento ser un ser crístico, voy bendiciendo hasta los diablos. Piensan que es cierto el mensaje típico. Dicen que invento lo del engaño, y mientras lucho contra mis errores, demonios escucho, me ofrecen soluciones. Pero sé que hay un ángel que quiere que mejore. Me dice haz un trabajo interno antes de que lo ignores, antes que otra vez llores y se llenen los mares de pena y de dolores, ya que en mi mente no caben. La paz no va en un sobre, somos algo importante. Nunca te revelaste y por eso no lo sabes. ¿Y quién te ha dicho a ti que no puedes pensar sobre lo que le di, sobre cómo actuar? Lucha por ser feliz sin a nadie dañar y solo así podrás brillar. ¿Y quién te ha dicho a ti que no puedes pensar sobre lo que le di, sobre cómo actuar? Lucha por ser feliz sin a nadie dañar y solo así podrás brillar.
Me desperté tan cansado, me sentía mal herido de todo lo que he pasado. No me quita lo aprendido, por dentro me he perdonado, pero casi no me olvido. Me desperté tan cansado, me sentía mal herido de todo lo que he pasado. No me quita lo aprendido, por dentro me he perdonado, pero casi no me olvido, no. Todos repiten lo que dice el referente, discursos vacíos lejos de ser coherentes. De lo que no sabes será mejor que no inventes. Investigues y no te dejes lavar la mente.
¿Y quién te ha dicho a ti que no puedes pensar sobre lo que le di, sobre cómo actuar? Lucha por ser feliz sin a nadie dañar y solo así podrás brillar. ¿Y quién te ha dicho a ti que no puedes pensar sobre lo que le di, sobre cómo actuar? Lucha por ser feliz sin a nadie dañar y solo así podrás brillar.
Quiero pensar, pero no puedo, no. El ruido en la ciudad está consumiendo, wow.
Oh yes, yabadabadabadum, old friend. Vinimos a dar lupa que salga el que se esconde. Vengo a cantos, con Goku también con Noite. I got my sus, no quiero de tu fucking fe. Mi broda, el programa viejo ya no funciona. Realiza el anclaje que es debido en cada zona. Verás como cada uno de los pilares se desploman. Las lágrimas de ayer son las de ahora. Si todo empeora, empieza a sonreír. Mi hermano, hacerte el muerto es que crean que eres feliz. Descuadras a la matriz y ya no se fija en ti. No sueñes con Bugattis, ni tampoco con bling bling, porque al fin está aquí, así que toca discernir qué es lo que te aporta y lo que te impide fluir. Oh sí, armonizando la malla que voy volando bien chill. Por loco,
sentado en el mismo parque esperando que algo cambie. Director de mis pelis, Adam Sandler. Crecí escuchando rap y jazz como barrios en Harlem, escuchando sirenas de polis de un Dacia Duster. Me está buscando ese conejo Donnie Darko. Con tu piedra del camino hago mosaicos. Observo tus pinturas, valoro el marco. Creé acuarelas a base de caer en charcos. El tiempo vale oro, no acepta reembolso. Solo giran cuando pagas como un torno. Estoy apartando el podio entre fallos y logros. Coso amores como en Velvet, trapicheos entre Volvos. Ese rostro raro ya no sé quién es. Voy tan ciego que el embraille el gotelé. Las penas ya no caen sobre el Goretex. Escribiendo mi historia entre papeles OCB.
Number one, planeo una fuga a otra dimensión. No fue mi intención, era residir fuera de tu percepción. No perdí el barco, pero si el timón. Voy sin rumbo, te entiendo el corazón. Yo soy mi propio veneno en mi poción. Construí un laberinto y se hizo una constelación. Me sintonizo en el cosmos mientras camino abismos. Yo lo vivo y lo plasmo. Dime tú cuánto crees que yo aguanto. Mientras tanto ando domesticando llanto. Estoy esquivando diablo, masticando mi rabia. Coño, me barro. Escurridizo como boa en la jungle. Con mi otro yo me llevo como Peter con Garfield. El tiempo borraba cicatrices. Un sabio dijo: no aprendes, se olvidas cuando estrellas. El olvido caló hasta las raíces. Me gusta ver soplar la brisa borrando mis huellas. El código raíz lo descifré. Vuelo sobre un ritmo con flores cubiertas de glacé. Cuánto mal pasé, sé que nada sé. Buscaba el polo negativo hasta que me cansé. Soy hielo, pero prendo fuego cuando me quitan la sed. No hay cielo, solo almas caídas guardando un nudo en la nuez. Anzuelo, muerto pero escapo del amarre de la red. Me altero, el charco seco emana muerte en la boca del pez. Number one, planeo una fuga a otra dimensión. No fue mi intención era residir fuera de tu percepción. Number one, planeo una fuga a otra dimensión. No fue mi intención era residir fuera de tu percepción.
Okay, so now what we're going to do right now, we're going to check something out real quick, because apparently there are some people that now they want to use DNA. Oh, so now you care about DNA, huh? I'll tell you what. These so-called Negroes, man, y'all want to call out the white man, use the Khazarians, call them out all day. But I tell you what, call me out now. You want to prove DNA? Guess what? I'm going to show you my DNA. And then let's see what kind of answer you got, okay? Let's see what kind of balls you got. Because y'all like to talk shit, and tell you what, your DNA don't show up in anywhere near where my DNA show up. Yours shows up in Africa. So let's go. You ballsy? Let's go.
What's up, family? This is your man, not your boy, bringing you another gold nugget that you can either pick up or you can just kick it aside. You know, I want to share a video with you all because there are those Jews who are coming out stating that they have taken a DNA test. Now, for many of you all that don't know, it is illegal, from what they say, to take DNA tests in Israel. Now, I'm not going to get into the so-called laws of why it isn't, but I find that there are many now people who live in other countries outside of Israel who are doing DNA tests just to see how much of them being either Ashkenazi.
So apparently now Negroes care about DNA. Oh, so Negroes, you black so-called African Americans, which I say you're West Africans, Canaanites. Now you care about DNA. I'm glad you bring it up. You can talk shit about these fake ass Israelis all day. Khazarians, we know. But now you want to ask DNA? Okay, I'm gonna show you my shit. And let's see what you can say about it. Because none of you guys are even close to that. So let's go. Because now it's gonna make sense now. Now we're gonna talk real shit. Let's go.
Or Sephardic, or just right out just European. And these two videos I want to share with you all is out of their own mouths, showing there is no connection to the land. There is no connection to a people. There is no to a people who the Bible speaks of. Check out this video and please watch after this video because it's important what this Bible says.
YouTube is the new home of NFL Sunday Ticket. Watch all your favorite NFL teams' out-of-market Sunday afternoon games.
I'm about to show you something extremely controversial. It's even illegal in the state of Israel to obtain this. And if you do obtain it, it's illegal to show it and or talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, my DNA. Now, I bet you thought it was going to be a lot crazier than that, right? Now, you might ask yourself, why is it illegal to obtain this in the state of Israel? Because it proves through your DNA that Jews around the world have no ancestral ties to the land of Israel. Because it proves through your DNA that Jews around the world have no ancestral ties to the land of Israel.
We Jews have been in the land of Israel since the times of biblical Joshua.
Who is we? No, really, who is we? You live in Israel, so I don't expect you to be able to provide genetic or ancestral receipts for your claims about us Jews, because those kinds of receipts are illegal in Israel without a court order and other special permissions. The Jerusalem Post explains such a thing cannot exist as kits sold directly to the public, going on to say that they have possible effects on subjects and their families. Furthermore, the national implications of these tests could hold or affect, nice grammar Jerusalem Post, could hold or affect with Israel being a government-recognized Jewish state. Don't you just love when they say the quiet parts out loud? But since they won't let you get receipts for us Jews, I brought my own. Wow. So I, an Ashkenazi, have no genetic or ancestral ties to the region of historic Palestine. I, an Ashkenazi, have no genetic or ancestral ties to the region of historic Palestine. And yet Israel still claims...
He mentions the region, right? Let's go.
It's my homeland, which I could move to and become a citizen of under the ironically named Law of Return.
Have you heard of the Kuzari?
Yeah, that's us. That's me, actually.
Okay, so what is your... this is a question that comes from outside of Israel. What is your opinion about the theory that Ashkenazim came from Kuzari?
It seems relevant. It's quite obvious that white Jewish people, Ashkenazim from Europe, are not genetically, as much as I can tell, I'm not an expert, but they don't look the same like Arab Jews, people that came from Arab countries, and Ethiopians. I don't think there's a lot of, there may be some genetic relations, but there's a lot of genetic differences. And any theory that says that we're not genetically come from the same ancestors makes sense to me.
What do you think? Now, if we go into the Bible, come on, turn your Bibles to Genesis 10. It will tell you who the Ashkenazis are. It states in the Bible in Genesis 10 in the second verse that Japheth had children. He had sons. His first son was Gomer, and then Gomer had a son named Ashkenaz. Now this Ashkenaz is what we will see or was called Ashkenazi. But his whole lineage of sons, if you read to the end, it said that they are of the isles of the Gentiles. That's right. Didn't say Jews, didn't say Hebrews, didn't say Israelites. It said the isles of the Gentiles. Because we know that the descendants of the Israelites are from Shem. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, all come from Shem. But what many don't tell you is that when you look at
5%. of today's so-called Jewry, those who claim to be Jews in the world today, 80 to 85% of them are what is known as Ashkenazi Jews. And an Ashkenazi Jew is so named because he primarily descends from this guy in the Bible named Ashkenaz, which is clearly listed as one of the Gentile nations. Now, the reason for this is that there was a nation of people who were Europeans, white people, known as the Khazars. And in the 8th century after Christ, the whole nation of the Khazars turned unto Judaism. They converted to the religion of Judaism. Of course, it was a false, Christ-rejecting religion. And for a few hundred years, the empire of the Khazars was a power in Eastern Europe, and they followed the religion of Judaism. But eventually they were defeated by the Russians, and they were scattered into Eastern Europe. And so a lot of the Eastern European Jews today are the descendants of the Khazars.
And so a lot of the Eastern European Jews today are the descendants of the Khazars.
So, okay, fine. You want to share DNA? Well, let's go into DNA, you mofos. Let's talk about DNA. You guys want to talk shit about DNA? Well, let's talk about DNA. Let's talk about DNA. This is my DNA right here. Okay? It's my DNA right here. And it says that I'm 64% of so-called Mexican, but 90-something% of the Americas. Here's the advanced DNA. It says here that I'm technically 92.4% of the admixture of the Americas, but specifically more Peruvian. Fine, I get it. Paternal haplo, because that's what it matters. That's what your dad comes from. I'm from R1B, okay? So now, you want to talk about DNA, Negroes? Let's see DNA, Negroes, because you know what? You guys always like to talk shit about DNA. Oh, go talk all that crap you want about these Ashkenazis, these fake-ass Jews. But guess what? You're talking to a real mofo right here, a real Hebrew of the Hebrews. This is my DNA. It's my DNA. You care about DNA now? Look where it shows up at. It's as close as it gets. And this is not the R1B from the European stupid-ass bloodline. No, this is that R1B that's very sporadic, very scattered, which shows up in this region right here. My brother took a DNA from another type of company, and his showed up right here and here. In the Ur, the Chaldees, all that region right there. So then, what's going on, Negroes? All of a sudden now y'all don't want to show up? Oh, I see. I scare you. See, y'all good to love talking shit to the widows because they can't back it up, but we can back it up. So what are you gonna say about this? Where you at now? No, it's too effective for you. So listen, I'm moving on, man. This class is about DNA and MAYATES. You're gonna learn today who the hell you are. Stop these games, man. Y'all are nasty ass people, bro. Y'all nasty ass people. And I'm gonna show you who you are. I'm gonna show you who you are because it's time that you guys need to know who you are. Stop lying. Stop hiding. This is you are disgusting. This is your nationality. This is your people. This is your race. This is your spirit. I'm gonna show you. That's the topic of the class. Stop trying to be all sad. You guys are not Israelites, man. It's just sad that I have to go this extreme just to prove the point. Let's go. Damn.
A cup and went in that bucket, and then I hit on the back of her head, and it went down her back, and she arched the back, and she threw a thing on it. She started doing like it, and everybody was hollering, "Take your ass off, man, make her get naked, bro," and all that stuff. And she sat on the ground. She couldn't get up. So I said, "Yeah, that's for your disrespect." I said, I said, "You might as well take the rest." I said, "No, I can't give you the rest of it." So I had a couple of more batches. I had to fill this back up, right? So here come the guard. They running out through a sheet over her, and they had to run back. I got one guard say, "Grab." He said, "Man, I ain't touching this shit, man." She laying up, throwing up, couldn't get up, duty all over her, right? And they tried to kick her. He said, "I'm not touching her." So they had to go get a blanket. He said, they scooped her up. They said, "That's your butt, boy. We gonna get you. I said, "Here, boosh, get that." So I threw duty on them. I said, "Y'all." And so when they come to get me, I threw it on them, so they left. They waited till the next shift. I said, "Man, we not going back here, man. All the inmates got towels and stuff tied around their nose so they can't smell it, right? They said, get him, boy, get him. I said, I got him, I got him, I got him. Come on, y'all.
How old are you at this point?
I was upper. I was probably in my 40s.
So at this point, you never thought that you was even getting out?
Oh, no, hell no, man. When I started picking up tan, you know, the first time I picked up tan was over this one dude they called Can Do. He was, you know, Eddyville, you think about prison, see, here's what they don't tell you. Ain't no freaks in there, bro.
In prison?
Whatever, your wife knows your sex drive. She know what it is. She know what your booty look like. She know your sex drive. She knows all that, right? So when you go through the jail, yeah, you still got the same sex drive. You still want sex. You still, if you could, like most of these guys come in there, these little young ones come in, they want to fuck his wife, your wife, everybody else's sisters, and, you know, just be nasty, right? But when they go to prison, them that sex drive is still in them to have it the way they had. Really, it's stronger.
It's stronger once they get to
prison? Yeah, because you ain't got none. And so you go in there and you try to use your memory, right? Oh, I remember the last time I was with her, we was in the shower and all that, you know, all that stuff, and you masturbate. That was good. But then you feel a little shame that you had to do that, though. But you do it again. And you get burnt out.
Yeah.
Y'all get into it, she's gone. She's with somebody else or something, and now you don't even want to think about her. So you go get you a freak book, a magazine. So they set it out in the magazines, man. They be spread it open, then that'll work for a while. But here's what gets them. They got sissies in there. They look like women.
Really?
Oh, hell. Man, they got sisters in there that they make them cut their hair, everything, because they look so much like a woman, they can walk out of their place, right? Built. Big hips, big booty, small waistline. They got all the traits of a woman, they just got something a little extra.
Yeah.
That thing.
Yeah.
You know, and them chicks got big dicks in there too. So them niggas, I'm telling you, they ain't no, man, they things are so big make you be afraid to pull your shit down and take a shower with them in there, right? You be like, oh hell, man, they shit so big I ain't even gonna pull my shit down. Shit, I be embarrassed, right? And so, and not only that, but check this shit out. Here's what got me. I'm serious, bro. I'm serious. And they walk around, they do all that makeup, all that stuff. They put Kool-Aid, all that shit over their eyes to make the stuff, right? They know how to do all that.
Yeah.
And they take bootstring, cut the tip off here, ravel it out, fluff it, and make extensions and wigs and all that stuff. I mean, but them niggas in there, I'm talking about the ones, them brothers that was the fly guys out here in the street, the good looking dudes, right, with the shape ups and good haircuts and all that, everything gotta be neat. When them sissies found out that he got money, cause it used to be a time where sissies used to pay you to do them. You know, you know, to fuck them.
They used to pay you?
Sissies used to pay people to fuck them. But that shit is old. These niggas is paying them big money.
What?
Man, I was down there in Baltimore. Came out for visit. His wife came to see him. And he had a sister named Maurice. And his wife, she don't know nothing about all this stuff, right? So he kissed her. She been with him his whole bit. So somebody been on a visit said, man, told Maurice, I saw your man kiss his wife. And he came out to visit, she had a bag. She put a knife in it. She said, hey baby, how was your visit? He said, it was good. She said, hold this for me. She walked over to where them guards was. So he got a knife in that bag and he just threatened me. So they went over, let me open that bag. And when they seen the knife, they handcuffed him, He got 2 or 3 years out of that. Extra. But check this out.
They get jealous and everything, huh?
When he came out of the hole, he promised this sister, I'd have took her off my visiting list. She would never, all this. This is how deep it is in her. You got people in her, they treat them better than they treat women out here. And here's why. I'm sitting back, I caused a lot of, I ain't gonna lie, when I got to the point I want to cause shit, I caused trouble in prison. So this Muslim guy, he was an E-man, and he used to always get smart with me and stuff, right? And all them Muslim dudes, yeah, they follow him and all that. Cause I got on one of them, they had a Ramadan thing where they ain't supposed to eat.
Yeah, they ain't supposed to be, yeah.
Yeah, and I used to see him steal food and had it and all that, eat pork chops, all this stuff, you know, all that fronting and stuff, right? I said, bro, what's that? Ooh, that's a big pork chop right there. He said, hey, look, brother. I said, brother, my ass, nigga. You know, I saw this stuff, so they didn't like me, right? So, they had some real good Muslims there that were, I knew they was tough. They'll beat you to death, right? But this man, they leader. So this sister come down there named Turk out of Lexington. So I said, Turk, I was running stores and stuff down there then, you know, I had stores and stuff. So Turk said, oh, yeah, I'm gonna need something out of your store. I said, you know, you can get whatever. I said, I'm in a bad mood right now. He said, why? I said, that nigga over there, that Muslim dude, Turk said, that was my bitch on the street. I said, what? He said, I had this, said for crack. So I had him wearing panties, thongs, eating my butt out. I said, oh, God. I said, Turk, I said, I ain't got no love for you. I said, could you stand by that if I could? He said, yeah. So I went over and I told them Muslims, right? They thought I was coming over to store some stuff, which I was coming to the store.
Yeah.
Well, they asked him, he said, yeah, my brother. He said, that's the time when I was out there, but thank all power due to God and Allah and all this. They whooped his ass, man.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. They only fast during the day and eat after sundown. Yeah. And eat that pork chop and shit. They like to hide this bullshit. You know, I ain't gonna lie, man. I didn't do no penitentiary time, but I did go to jail. But at least I kind of learned the whole, you know, I don't want to say the BS because you know their structure and shit. With all due respect, you know, we get caught up in that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like you understand, like why you want to stay on this side, and it's very obvious, man, that these people just have a very different type of evil wickedness about them. That's why I did this class, the meaning of MAYATES, because like a lot of times our hints are being told like, oh, you guys are racist, you make those comments. Nah, man, we have a book from 1904 that shows that we've been using the term mayate since the get-go. See, I'm from Guadalajara, right? Guanatos and shit. I used to actually catch mayates, the actual insects. And one thing I noticed about them, that they would have like this thing that comes out of their butt, and it would, for some reason, it would like go into some other insect's body. See, I didn't think nothing of it as I was a kid. But what happens with mayates is the insect males, and they'll poke another male just to poke them. Like that's what happens. Like they'll actually have sex with another male insect. But that doesn't mean that they'll only have sex with male insects. That means they'll have sex with male insects and impregnate female insects. They just don't give a shit. And that's why the terminology mayate comes from. So let's learn it today, because I think it's important for y'all to learn. They try to say that we're racist. Nah, man. Y'all are just demons. Y'all are just dirty. And we're calling you out.
I'm going to show you something real quick. Let's kind of change a little bit of the not the topic, but I'm going to give you guys a little history here. So we have what's called the minerals of pre-Columbia, right? And one of the very important colors or minerals in our
within our, people was this color. Okay. Like turquoise, right? People call it turquoise. Okay. You can see this is from rockgem.com. The great pre-Columbian Native American civilization, the Olmec, Maya, Inca, Aztec, and gold working cultures of Colombia left behind their material legacy and remarkable array of artifacts. They left gold works, figurines of silver and platinum, tools of copper, bronze, turquoise, mosaics, jade mask, obsidian knives, bright red painting of cinnabars and hematite, intricate limestones, and basaltic carvings. Jade. Interesting word. What is jade? Jade color. Right? Jade is green. Now, this was my favorite color, fam. This forest green, right? I guess it's jade. It's my favorite color. Now, I'm going somewhere, so follow me here. Walk with me. As you can see, let me get that for you, bro. Let me get that for you. Ephesians 2, right? Let me see. Let's see. Ephesians 2, verse 8. For by grace are ye saved through faith. There you go, bro. By grace are ye saved through faith, and not of yourselves. So even if, listen, look at my DNA. Look, man, it's not of yourselves. It is a gift of God, and not of works only, lest any man should boast. Meaning, like, I keep the laws of God. Yeah, but you ain't changing inside. We see your actions. Listen, if you guys were changing, you guys should have been fighting. You guys have been having the scriptures for quite some time. 60, 70 years since 1960, right? ISPK since 1960, 70, 80, 90, 2000. Bro, you guys are going almost 50 years and you guys are fighting in corners now. You're getting worse. Damn. Lest any man should boast. So let's not boast. Anyways, so we got green, jade, you know what I mean? Now, it's funny, but I'm not going to get into it, but I found this word to be Jadites. Interesting word, fam. There was such a thing as Jedites, a particular tribe that preferred this color. But I won't get into it because that's not what I'm trying to do. Jedi cake, like Judite. Just saying. But anyways, I'm referencing the color. Okay? The color. Just the color. No big deal. So then now I'm going to show you this over here. It continues. Maya sculptures made out of jade or emerald. Some type of, we see it here. So this color is very green. A lot of so-called Mexicans love green, in case you guys don't know it. Not because of the flag. It is a culture, like it's within our bloodline. You guys are missing it. So no matter what you say or do, look, the food, the spirit, and these inner workings of ourselves that tells us who we are. So go ahead, have it all you want, Wabos. You guys are looking like huevos. Eventually, you're going to crack. Okay? So then you got jade color. Jade, right? Jade color. Okay. You guys are getting the point. I'm glad. So now, what exactly, like I said, the real meaning of Mayate, right? The real meaning of Mayate. So, Black Americans, please stop using this as if so-called we're racist. We're not. Okay, so I'm from Guadalajara, Jalisco, right? Watch this. Guadalajara. Jalisco, yeah. So I'm from this part here, right? They're supposedly selling the houses over there. Anyways, I grew up here, not necessarily here. Let me see if I can get them out. There goes my 10 meter fire. Show you guys Dark Road, burial, right there. See? So anyways, the reason I'm showing you guys this, right? That's where I'm from. I want to show you, look, It's way inland. Okay. Zapopan and all that stuff, right? Okay. It's really hot here. It's a really hot climate. It's up the mountains, right? So my point being is, as you can see, this is where it gets heat. I'm saying this because I grew up catching these insects. Right? We call them mayates. So I caught them all the time. Every summer, I would climb on the back of my like we had like a wall fence, and it was 4 houses, like all houses are connected, so like 4 houses are together, so it's like from the sky you could see like a cross. So I would sit like in the center of it, right? And these guys would fly around, dude, because they eat fruit. So I'd catch them and put them like in little bottles, right? The idea was so you could put some because they fly. So what you do is you put some string here on top, right here in this corner, right here, right? Put the string there, and then you see like watch it. I'll show you. Yeah, they're on a string. See that? That's what I did. That's what we kids did over there. We would put these strings on them, and they'd fly around like in a circle. And the thing with these guys is they don't really have a direction. They just like fly around. It's not like a big deal. They don't bite. So that's what mayates are known for in Mexico. Okay. Now there's these other bugs in the summer. They're brown though, but they're not called by mayates. All right. And you can see these are not, these are wonderful looking. Like me, I'm a kid, man. I used to love catching them because, man, look at them. They were so green and they were weird looking and they would shine so cool. And you know what I'm saying? You could actually keep them and then eventually they just fly away. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just showing you something because the Most High does have a purpose for everything, fam. Okay. Maybe he was like, I'm gonna let this guy see these mayates because he's the ballsy one that's gonna actually explain what it really means to be a mayate. Because I'm sick of it. I remember they would say, yeah, you call me mayate. When I first came to this country, like, yeah, they call me mayate. And then I was like, mayate, bro, but they're green. See, that's not a mayate though. Okay, they're known to be green. Now the bugs up here, they're dark, meaning like brown, dung bugs or June bugs, whatever. But those are not where I'm from. Trust me, I was a collector of insects. My mom hated it, and these were one of my favorite because it was obviously my color green. So see, mayate que es, that's not it. That's a dung bug. That's not what we call a mayate. That's actually more newer terms, like after 2000. Okay. So let me go here real quick, just to clarify. Let me see. Okay, here goes one. See, here goes one of these brown ones. But these are not considered mayates. Okay? We don't catch these. We don't touch those. Ever. They don't bite. They're just ugly. So if we were intending to call you guys something like that, if it was an insect, we would have used this one. But that's not the case. So let me show you this here real quick. Where are you at? Let's see if I can find it. Unless I close it, that would be pretty dumb. Hold on, family. Okay, let me see if I can get it. Where is it at? I thought I had it. Let me see. I have a link here. Let me see if I can get it over here. Hold on, all right? Okay, so now here's the name of the beetle. Emerald Euphoria beetle. Okay? lustrous green and gold, or blue and purple, or red and orange. Not black. Not black. You see what I mean? I know it's some short stuff, but it's not black. It's green, gold. Green and gold, like, the vest of the Messiah. Blue and purple. Red and orange. That's about it. So now let me show you this real quick. It says here that the meaning of mayate, the first one comes with hold on. Etymology. Nahua. It's a Nahua word. Classical Nahuatl. Okay? Mayates. A figurative beetle, June bug. Okay? Or Mexico slang, active homosexual. Top. Active top homosexual. Some say that there was a slang word. No, it wasn't. Y'all did that. We never called it that. And there's a reason why we called you guys that. So, let me show you some of the reasons. Okay? Let me go to Romans chapter 1, verse 25. It says, who changed the truth of God into a lie and worshiped themselves and served the creature more than the creator, meaning who they look in the mirror to. Don't they want a black man that looks like them? Who changed the truth of God into a lie? Remember in Exodus, Most High went up, came down, and they wanted to make a cast out of him. It's like, you guys need to see your faces. Like, that's what the strangers, because remember, the strangers tempt also. It was the strangers that tempted, remember? Hey, let's make an image. Who changed the truth of God into a lie and worshiped and served the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause, God gave them up unto vile affections. For even their women did change the natural use into what is unto which is against nature. And likewise also the men, living the natural use of women, burned in their lust. By the way, you know the scriptures in Revelation 1:13, as if he burned in a furnace. So it burned in lust. So was that lust black? Oh, what about the burned tree or bush? Was that bush black? Don't be selective. The word ain't black. It ain't blackety black. Get out of it, man. Anyways, that's not the point. Burn in their lust one towards another. This is very clear. Men with men. Excuse me, what? Men with men working that which is unseemly to the normal individual. And this is a knock on anybody. Nope. I'm not dissing anything on their lifestyle. Hey, that's your lifestyle. Whatever. It's just me reading this because I'm making a point. Because we use this, like I said, remember initially, we kind of make up words like nicknames to kind of identify us in a way. Like, hey, that's so-and-so. Yeah, el Pantera. ¿Qué onda con el Pantera? Like, oh, because, he's like my brother, dark skin, and he could move quick. That's why. All right? But however, likewise, also men living the natural use of women, burned in their lust one towards another. Men with men working that which is unseemly. Meaning, not just are they doing it, I'm talking about, bro, they're full on like love and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat. What does that mean? Even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind. So now let's get to the point of this. Let's get to the bottom of this here. Man, family, we have this definition here for a reason, okay? So this is from most guys. Watch this real quick. I'll show you something. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. I know. We know what it's about. So anyways, let me, yeah, it's already translated. Perfect. All right, here it goes. So it says here, Mayate, gay dictionary. Okay. We're not, by the way, I'm not offending anybody, YouTube. This is the colloquial understanding of the word mayate. And we use this in a way of, instead of being so derogatory, like joto or puto, whatever, we're like, hey, mayate, ¿qué onda? Right? Because we knew that mayates have a certain way of being. You're going to find out right now. It says mayate is a term that has its origins in the word mayat, from the Mexican Nahuatl language, used to denominate a beetle. People also use this to insult homosexual men. Hold on. Ooh, excuse me. What? People also use this to insult homosexual men. Now, again, I'm reading this. I'm not insulting you men that are living this way, that are not Israel, that don't think you're a people. I Lord willing, man, you repent. But I am not dissing you guys. This is a explanation of a definition. So it says, used to denominate beetle. People also use it to insult or identify homosexual men. Although more specifically, to name those men who define themselves as heterosexual, but who have sex with men. Whoa. Exactly. Who the hell are you? So let's be clear again. People also use it to insult homosexual men, which is not right. You shouldn't be insulting homosexual men. What's wrong with you guys? Mayates, come on, bro. That's wrong. That's wrong. Don't be calling mayates, bro. Come on, bro. Why are you calling mayates, bro? Don't be calling them that. People also use it to insult homosexual men. Jail. Booty bandits. That's what they call them. Although more specifically, to name those men who define themselves as straight. You know, the ones in jail and stuff. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. But who have sex with men. So I'm like, I'm a man, bro. I'm a man. I ain't no girl, because I'm on top. That's what it means. Mayate would be the equivalent of the Peruvian ma gente mostacero, or the Colombian cucarón. Let's watch this. Peruvian montecero. Let's look up the word. That's what I'm talking about. So you see. Meaning mayate. Mayate sería el equivalente de montecero. See that? Mostacero dice que, hold on, let me translate it. Mostacero is the chimeric of the male. Since ancient time, even when even with LGBTQ men or LGBTQ behavior was normalized, the man who effed another man, the active one, was not given the same consideration as the one who effed the passive one. This different social consideration has owned the self-defined heterosexual man to have been able to give free reins to his desires from past to present. Damn. Y'all gotta repent, bro. For this type of male in Peru, they have one word, mostacero. Okay? And in Colombian, they call him cucarón. And it means, let's see. Let's go back. It means, what does it mean? Okay, I guess that's not what it means. Come on, bro, just tell me what it means. Yeah, I guess it's the same thing. You know, it's the same thing here. It's what I'm finding. Ronron excavador. Escarabajo. Hey, let me see that. What's that mean? For us, a mayate is like a net. Or something else. I forgot. Let's see. Something else in my town. Oh, yeah. A mayate is a big bug. Yeah. That we used to fly when we were. Yeah, exactly, bro. Like, that's just real talk. We're just adding the string. But here in America, they made it into a damn racial thing. Es una excavadora. Yeah, exactly, bro. Yeah, that's right. Excavan. I get it now. I get it. So then I can see why they were digging in a hole. You know what I mean? Kind of like. But anyways, man, it's like sincere stuff. You know what I mean? So look, I will rouse your journey through people. I will rouse your jealousy through people who are not even an Asian. I will provoke your anger through the foolish Gentiles. These busted out fake teens are still trying to be us. Yeah, it's crazy. So let's continue. All right. So we see now that there is a history in this so-called definition. So it says in both cases, these actively top role of these men in anal intercourse is highly by the rest of the feast is highlighted by the rest of the feces that the tender can show after anal. Man, this is heavy. Hey, listen, get your kids out of the room. In Mayate, the relationship with feces may be that the larva of this beetle feeds on the other animal, and is the case with the term cucaron, which is a beetle that is dedicated to the transport balls of excrements from one side to feed himself. I see. There are those who affirm that the relationship with beetle is that it makes penetration in the cornfield, even that it has to do with bright colors, insects, yada, yada, yada. Bright colors, even with insects in relation to the bright and strident colors of homosexual man, a relationship that we discard since this slang is clearly used to refer to masculine men. So it calls masculine men so-called mayates. They're not effeminate. They're like the male. They're the male of the relationship. Now check this out. First written reference, we find the word mayate related to the homosexuality is found in 1904 by text by Carlos Rumagna. That's where we're going. All praises, my family. So now, book is in 1904. Okay? I'm not lying. 1904. So now, let's look up the word mayate. First one, it says here. Let me magnify this. Please allow me to magnify. Can I magnify? Hold on. Let me see if I can magnify it. I guess I can. Yeah, I guess I can. Hold on. Okay, on the bottom it says, esto lo observé. Here, I'll go to the top. It's going to be in English, right? So whoever doesn't got the translator, oh well. You know, that's my bad. De tipo más indígena que criollo, su sinonimia es vulgar. Oh, I see. Okay, de tipo más indígena que criollo, okay? Su fisonomía es vulgar y sin embargo se anima cuando se le contradice o sobre todo cuando se le ataca en su amor propio. Entonces se pone rojo, habla con violencia, levanta el labio superior del lado derecho y su mirada refleja con claridad los sentimientos que experimenta. Esto lo observé especialmente cuando al referirme a un detalle de que me daba sobre uno de sus compañeros de cárcel y que después relataré, le pregunté si no había sido nunca caballo o mayate. Hold on, what? Que si nunca has sido o llamado, o si nunca has sido, meaning like, have you ever been a horse or a mayate? I guess bottom or top. Aunque varias veces tendré que ocuparme en este ensayo de tratar casos de inversiones y perversiones sexuales, creo oportuno mencionar a grandes rasgos por la hora algunas de las costumbres que a ese respecto se observaban en nuestras cárceles de Belén, que cuando todas aquellas en que existe aún sistema de comunidad es teatro constante de esos vicios, origen de erímenes, tanto más repugnantes, cuanto que es el indoble o el móvil de los términos, right? So that's one. That's it right here. Next one. Where are you? Let me see this. Okay. La periodista sabe que era. Let me see if I can magnify it. I mean, shrink it out a little bit. There it goes right here. I'm trying to read it as best as I can from a distance, fam. It's right there. It says here. Can't even see it either. Okay, there it goes. All right. It's right here. Estuve como 7 o 8 años en la escuela terminando su instrucción primaria. También estaba en la escuela industrial y en la correccional como castigo pedido por la madre porque se fugó del hogar mercándose hasta Querétaro. Ya desde esas escuelas empezó a conocer el vicio de la pederastia y saber lo que era caballo o mayate. Tiene varios tíos. Uno de ellos enferma de la espina, dice a causa de un golpe que recibió. All right, hold on, let me see if I can find another one. 89. Dice aquí, mayates y caballos. Let me go back to page, I guess, 90. Okay, so it's page 92, right? Oh, 91. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Se paraba hacia 3 días la víspera de su ingreso en la cárcel, el 9 de julio de 1903. I don't know what that means. En un figón con las otras, la encontró en un figón con otras prostitutas y varios hombres. A él le acompañaba un amigo y todos estaban más o menos ebrios. El amigo le llamó la atención y al verle Filomena, que se llamaba con un herrero, se desató en injurias contra él, diciéndole que era un buey, un caballo, una mula, y que ahí venía su padre, el herrero. A pesar de esto, a pesar de esas gravísimas ofensas, salió del figón, pero Filomena, siempre con el error, fue en su seguimiento y, tras nuevos insultos, le pegó una cachetada, entablándose la riña en que tercero de herrero. Okay, so here's the point. Where is it at? I thought I read it. Am I just reading here for nothing? No, I saw it in here. Hold on a second, fam. I don't just want to read for nothing. I had one thing that I needed to show you guys. All right. Más esta vía compensa la mañana que si niega acercarse de la proposición de su mayate. Okay. So it says here, más esta se había confesado por la mañana y se negó a ceder a las proposiciones de su mayate. Y como es masón, él dice ser libre pensador. You hear that? Uh-oh. Getting crazy now. Let me see some. So we see the word Mason here. Right? Apparently there's a word Mason here. What's Mason doing in here? Let's go back over here. A Mason dealing with the homosexual stuff? All right, go in here. It says here, nada necesitaré añadir respecto a las conversaciones que pueden tener entre sí aquellas infelices criaturas a fin de que por una frase se comprende la perniciosa influencia que en todos esos pequeños cerebros produce la detención en un común y sin distinción de ninguna especie. Reproduzco textualmente la proferida para explicar el concepto que se forma de unos a otros. Todos creen que el más templado hable de él en la observación, porque viene por homicidio y cuando le hacen algo les reclama en derecho para que no se meten con él. Oh, okay, so he went in jail because I guess because he murdered somebody, right? And then it says here, Go back. Where did I see it? All right, well, I might have lost it then. See, that's why I don't like these. Sometimes it's not good to use these kind of books. Este caballo había nunca muchacho. Hold on. Let's see here real quick. It's right here. En la cárcel se dedica a la zapatería y me dice que el maestro, patrón de taller, le contestan conversando lo de los mayates y caballos. Y que ahí lo que a un muchacho debe hacer es seriedad. So, look, yeah, here, I'm going to give you guys a link. This is in Spanish anyways. What was that? In certain jails in USA, they call the LGBT stone workers. Whoa. Damn, bro, that's a trip. I didn't know that. Let me see. One more. Let me see where we're at. Okay, it's up here. ¿Y qué me cuenta de los mayates y los caballos? De eso hay tercios. Nunca había yo visto lo que aquí. Pues, ¿qué ha visto? Dice usted. Pues, ¿qué ha visto usted? Let's listen to this. Pues, ¿qué ha visto usted? Yo para mí es una cosa muy horrenda. Como lo ha visto. Como he estado de guardia, les he caído y les he pegado realmente. Es una cosa repugnante para mí. Aquí me describe algunos de los costumbres de las cárceles con jesuítico tono. ¿Qué piensa usted hacer al salir de aquí? Como no conozco México, quién sabe qué camino agarre. Pienso trabajar, pero ya estoy muy acabado. Solo que encuentro alguien destino de portero, de lacayo, cosas de no sean fuertes por mi pulmón. ¿Nunca ha tenido usted ganas de fugarse? No, señor. Y he tenido muy bonitas épocas para hacerlo, por poder llegar hasta la aleadia y estar en el boquete. Además de he subido a las azoteas y cuidar a los trabajadores. So he's basically given a story of like what he saw. Like, man, I saw some crazy stuff. So again, let's not lose the point. Let's not lose the point, fam. The word mayate. As you can see, all over the place, it says, dice que aunque las primeras veces que estuve preso, yo hablar de en la cárcel de mayates y caballos, ya no le cogía la cosa de nuevo, pues desde la calle había aprendido todo lo que se refería en esos vicios. So now, for you guys that think this is not a serious matter, it is a serious matter. You see, for us, we don't roll like that, man. I know we got, obviously, man, everybody, we got family members. Come on, bro. I'd be stupid to say, nah, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm trying to say is that word was never meant to be racial. That word was meant to protect us. That word was meant to identify us. Now, there's two pieces to this puzzle here, because people thought that the word mayate was a slang in the 90s and, or the 60s, 50s. No, we've known about that word since 120 something years, long time ago. Here's why, family, okay? I'm going to show you why, because, I'm going to show you. You're like, what is it? Why are you guys calling because mayates, basically, they hump each other. Watch this. You see? They hump each other. That's what they do. So when I was little, I would see some of that stuff, and I was like, "What the hell? What are they doing?" And it never crossed my mind. But yeah, that's what they do. They males jump on them, and actually do penetrate. They don't get pregnant, but it's awkward because that's normal for them. So that's why you want me to be more graphic here, so you can remember that it's not a racist thing. So stop calling us racist. You know what it is? It's a historical thing. It's a way to say, hey, tú te con ese mayate, güey. You know what that means? Watch out for that gay dude. Now, the story is in American Me that there's 2 points to it. Okay? I'm not going to get into the whole politics of it. That's none of my business. I'm just pointing out the history that I know about the word. Okay? So, apparently this movie is based on 1950, right? Now, in those years, the only people that were really in jail was black and brown, or brown and black, however you want to say it. Not really that many güeros. So when I saw this, I'm like, why would a güero even be in there in the first place? So the story is that this didn't happen because if it would have happened, he would have never been part of the clica. But then again, some people say it did happen, but they didn't want to say it was black because obviously it's pride. And the movies didn't want to admit it. So they calls it racism or, stereotype. So then they let it, whatever. I don't know. Okay. But I do know this, that when it comes to politics in jail, there's a certain nation of people that deal with us because the way we deal with ourselves and our people and just basic. Listen, it's unfortunate. I don't like to use this word righteous because you're in jail, but the way that we conduct ourselves in jail is an unbelievable system. An actual way that we can conduct ourselves here, but with the scriptures, because that's how I handle myself. And we need to have standards for each other. So let me show you where some of the history is and why the word came about. This is from a movie, American Me, short clip. And in Santana gets rape scene. Again, I'm just saying, this is what I hear. I don't know. It's my opinion. I don't know. But I do know that this is very common. So was this the reason why Mayate came about again? Let's go.
Say one word about this. There'll be shit on my knife, not on my dick.
See, the story, so I'm not sure, but Raza was never that big, fam. If you look at the movie, you see a lot of those kids were small, man. And a lot of you bullies, you mayates, love to take advantage. And I don't mean just black, I'm talking about mayates in general. Of the weak people. That's the sad part. So let me tell you why things happen for why they happen. Okay? Family, I'm gonna put a video here. It's somewhat graphic. Bear with me. It's about let me see, hold on. Yeah, hold on. See, I'll just play it like this in case so I can speed it up. This is the riot from Pelican Bay. Okay. Now, people say, "Oh, I don't know why you deal with the so-called white people. You know, they racist as hell. They're racist as hell, man. Yada 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 yada. They treat us like, they treat us bad." in the same breath, you call us penis pics and then threaten us. Say like, you little ones, you little people, what you gonna do? Right? They kind of say that. I showed you guys a video the other day. This guy was here. He goes right here. I'll show you. So I want to remind this individual. Let's see if you think it's funny. Okay, let's go.
Tell me how you really feel. Tell us.
I got you, bro. Hold on for a minute. Cause you can't. It ain't but three of them. It ain't but three of y'all. No, y'all can't make us know. Even if we go back through history, it done always been us having to come say y'all motherfucking ass that y'all couldn't do nothing with them white folks. Since y'all so big and bad, why y'all couldn't do nothing to them folks when they were taking y'all motherfucking babies at the border? Why y'all couldn't do who was standing up for y'all, 10-toe down? Even when the white folk ain't want y'all over here, we was. And if we go back to slavery times, boy, we was the ones that were fighting back. That's why they call it the Gullah Wars. We had to go help y'all because y'all couldn't do nothing. What is you talking about? Man, look, don't get what y'all do to them Bloods and them Crips out there in California. Whatever little boy y'all got going on, fucked up with all black folk, boy, because that ain't how it gonna go down, boy. You sit your little ass down somewhere now. Cause ain't that many y'all ain't nowhere but Mexico. We all over this motherfucker. You know that black folks in Mexico, right? You know that, right? Y'all hide them from us. Y'all don't want us to see them. But it's black folks in Mexico, so whose side you think? Y'all better sit y'all little ass down somewhere. Can't even be El Chapo and he in prison. Bro, right? He right. Y'all can't even beat that small group of dope boys. What the fuck you think you gonna do with all us? Man, you better sit your little ass down somewhere. You ain't in nowhere but Mexico. Ain't but three of y'all. Ain't but three. They wouldn't even be foul. Hell wrong talk, man. Them folk got to go in laboratories and create diseases and shit in order to beat us because their guns don't work. The fuck is wrong with man, boy, get your ass out of here, boy. Go sit your ass down at the pyramids and pray. The hell wrong with you, boy? Now, them white folk look at y'all just like they look at us. Use the N-word to them. You in the same category we in. You can't tell by the way they treat you? When black folks link up, the FBI and the CIA, all the government officials link up. Because it's finna be some shit. When y'all link up, they slap you on your ass and send you to the corner. Sit your little ass down somewhere now. This ain't what you want. Sit your little ass down somewhere now. Now you can continue to get them, bro.
Yep. That looks like it's just three of us. Sure as hell looks like three of us. I'm not proud of that at all, family. But there's a reason why these things happen and why in those rooms or walls, people have to keep it real. You got to. Because let me just say something real quick. You know, the whole thing, I'm just going to make it quick. From what I understand, the Pelican Bay riot, it was a problem with the woods, so-called woods, and the blacks. But they chickened out. So now, why the woods and so-called Mexicans, they run together because they trust raza, because of their militant approach, because of the way that we run ourselves in those walls. You call it righteousness, meaning you keep rules. There's laws that you abide by. There's like kind of like, you know, certain things you just don't do. So there's a reason why, because this is where that name came from. This is where that name came from. I'll put the African country, right? Is if you think about it, you see, our brothers, we're not that big. But
I'm gonna play this real quick and I'm gonna call it a night, all right? Let's continue with this, man. You know what I mean by me doing my classes. Hold on a second real quick. Let's do this. Here we go. Some info you guys may want to learn. This is why I'm talking about. We need to watch out for our gente. And we need to stay together, man. Because this shit happens for real. Even in there. You'll find out. These bastards want to jump on our shit. But even then, we still got the spirit to fight back. So that's why I'm trying to wake y'all up, man. Fuck these enemies. I know they're trying to say that we're not the same people, family. We're over and done with it, that shit. We're over and done with it. Now it's time for us to find out who the hell we are. Okay? And you need to have empathy for your gente. For your gente. Take care of your people. Not no one else, man. It's enough of that. These are strangers to this land. They're not of this land. Yeah, I know that you guys are going to be emotional. You're going to leave. You don't want me to say what I want to say, but it's okay, man. I don't give a shit. You're here and you want to listen, or else you know, whatever, man. Swallow your pride. Stop being emotional. Let's go.
Hey, what's up, man? Welcome back to my channel, Paisa channel. First and only Paisa channel, man. I changed the name of the channel to the felony channel, man. But I lost a lot of viewers, so I decided to put it back on the Paisa channel, man. Seems to attract more viewers with that name. And anywho, man, today's title, man, you already seen it, man. 40 hits in less than 5 minutes, man. And this happened in high desert. And the reason why it happened is a lot of reasons, man. The clash of two races. But why it doesn't happen? Why it doesn't happen with another race? Let's say the Sureños and the whites. It does happen, but not as often as the Sureños and the blacks. And on this particular reason, they from because I was there. Nobody told me I was there. I participated in both riots. And the first one, as you guys already know, most prisons they only have one basketball court. And some races they want to take over the whole court without you don't have to ask permission, just to come to an agreement and ask the next man. I respect. Hey, today we're gonna use the whole court. Is that right with you? You're not asking them to permission. Like I said, but it's out of respect. Hey, what if check it out, man? We got a tournament going on today. Is can we use the whole court, man? And next time, whenever you need it, it's all yours. It's out of courtesy, respect. You don't just go and take over the whole court just because you feel like it on that day. It's not gonna happen. Well, you might do that with with the older car, once or 2, 3 times, but then they're gonna get mad too because they're more like kickback. But this time they did it with the wrong crowd, man. They did it with they tried to do it to the wrong crowd. And at this time, man, there were some hard headaches on both sides, blacks and Mexicans. This is early in the morning, man. This is like around 9 in the morning. I think it was on a weekend. No, I don't think it was on a weekend yard because not many of us came out. And since the blacks had a tournament, they all came out to the tournament. They had a few tournaments, and what happened was they just went in, they decided to take over the whole court that day. They needed the whole court, but they didn't like I said, they didn't let the Sureños know they were gonna do it. So the Sureños, being the hard-headed that they are, they went and hit him up. Hey, check it out, man. We need to we want to play basketball too. So they decided, today we got a tournament. You're not gonna use it. So they started changing words. And we were playing. Me and there was only like 6 paisas out on the yard. Like I said, this is on a weekend yard, and like on weekends, only A1A comes out. Meaning whoever's got a job comes out to the yard. A2Bs, they stay home for the weekends. Unless you get a CEO that is real cool and hey, can I come out? But like for events like this, when this type of things happen, if they see you on the yard, who let you out? And that's why they always use a card. That shows you status. You A1A. You get to come out to the yard. And the CEOs, they check on the card. And the reason they don't let you out if you're not A1A is because their ass get in trouble for letting you out. Like I said, on this particular reason. So anywho, man, we're playing a handball, me and some other paisas when we see a crowd over there by the basketball court. And the basketball court is right next to the tower on BR, high desert, right? And we looked and and like I said, they were crowding up and they were gathering, they were getting together, the homies and the Sureños, the homies and the blacks, they were talking, but all of a sudden, we looked and boom, the blacks rushed, they started rushing the homies. So I told the paisas, I'm I was this paisa from Sinaloa and 2, 3 more from Jalisco and another one from Tijuana, saludos a Tijuana. Before I continue with this video, man, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, man. We need more subscribers, and we need more subscribers, man. Come on, I only got like 1,200. We need at least 2,000. So anyway, man, we looked over there, and the homies and the blacks are getting up. So I told the paisa, hey, I'm on the way. So we rush over there, and we started getting into it, man. And the blacks, because I know these for a fact because I got the paperwork. There were 240, and it was only 40 of us between the paisas and the homies, the Sureños. So the way they did it, it was cool, man. The way they did it, the blacks, they formed like a wall, and they, but we didn't back up on neta. And I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to lie or not. So we started getting into it. But what they did is they were pulling people in, and they were fucking them up, man. They were beating them up. So like I said, they did a cool thing. They formed like a big fucking wall, and it was hard to fucking, to whoever will, jump in to the front, they will get sucked into the crowd and he'll get beat up. So we were like, just running around and trying to get one-on-one. And there was a black dude knocking fools out, man. He was knocking them down, not out, because I didn't see nobody that went out. And I seen this paisa, he was a Sureño, but he was a homie out of Sac, man. I think his name was Miley. He took these crushes from this other vato, man, and Travieso. And he went and got the black dude that was knocking people down. He smashed the crutches right on his neck, and a lot of big fucking pedazos came out, splinters. So we started, we started chasing a few blacks, and we didn't do that much of damage. So anywho, the Gooners came deep as fuck. They started, they put the yard down, but we were lying right next to the blacks. Like I said, we never back up, we never back down. We were como gallo, we were right there, como gallo, like a rooster, a fighting rooster, right on the line. And these two homies, they were over there by 3 buildings. They rushed like 2 or 3 blacks, right? Boom, they got up and they rushed the blacks on 3, like around 3 buildings. And the SEALs they turned around and they rushed that way. And so when they rushed that way, we all got up again and boom, we started getting up. And so then now they started shooting the big Bertha. And people was going down, man. And a lot of us was getting beat up. And saludos to all the gente, everybody, man. Ricky Manchanate. So anyway, man, we started, when they started using the real gun, that's when, everybody started separating. They went their way, we went our way. So and I was still fucking riding around like a fucking chicken with no head, man. I was riding around I had a little pedazo from the crutches, and I was just trying to see who I can get, man. But there was too many of them, and they were, like I said, I didn't want to get caught up in the middle, so I was just swinging wild. So everybody is calling me, hey, Angel, ya estuvo. So I turned around and everybody is over there by the handball court. So I started rushing, and I felt the fucking not the tower, the main tower, but the CEO from the building, tap, 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 with the black gun. So eventually, at the end, a lot of us, not a lot of us, a paisa named Aguitas and some other Sureños got hurt, because like I said, it's 240 against us, against 40. And it was cool and everything till they, the blacks, they started fucking screaming and yelling racial fucking slurs, racial words, man, towards us and the paisas and the homies. That's right, fucking beaner. When the MTA came around, asking, are you alright, right? And I was telling the paisas, don't go, man, don't go to the fucking MTA. But a week was fucked up, man. Oh, man, I gotta go, man, I hurt. So they picked him up and that's right, fucking beaner, fucking wetback, this like I said, man, I'm not making shit up. I was there when it happened. So we went in lockdown for like 6-8 months, man, and the homies we're supposed to get up. We had little juntas. We had little meetings where we used to, like my rep and me. I picked a few paisas that were solid, and the homies, they picked a few homies también. We used to go and do meetings with the blacks, to try to squash that thing. But we were planning to do something, man. We're trying to get them in that meeting. But somebody pissed it up and say something, and that didn't happen. We went to the chow, and the SEALs were deep as fuck. They had 2 fucking gunners. They had they had the lieutenant, the captain, and the fucking Captain Brittles, and the goon squad. They had everybody there, man. All the whole fucking police, fucking the SEALs, and the whole fucking institution guarding us. So anywho, man, but the homies decided to do a next move. They planned another fucking move, and this was, let us just come out of lockdown, and we're gonna handle that shit, man. And yeah, man, little by little they started letting people out, and we're the Sureños, they came and hit me up, hey Angela, we need some fierros, homie. So I facilitated like at least fucking from 40 to 50 fierros, big ass fucking bone crashers, man, big ass fucking pieces. And even the Sureños, when they used to look at him, when I gave it to them, they were like, ah, damn, pinches paisas tan locos, man. They were like, ah, damn, this shit's fucking.
¿Dónde viviré?
They fell in love with them motherfuckers, man. That was a paisa. You give him any type of fierro, square fierro, or round fierro, or whatever, and you tell me, make me a navaja, make me one of those navajas, one of those blades that they put on the roosters, with the hook. He'll do it, no? And he did a few for me. The bone crashers, the ice picks, they were fucking crazy as fuck, man. They were like the tip. They were like, god damn, man. Whoever gets. Matter of fact, when I talk about me hitting my best friend, it was one of them, man. They were huge. So, like I said, man, the Sureños fell in love with them fucking pieces, man. And so we didn't need to bring them out, because on that period when we were in lockdown, the SEALs they searched the yard, not one or not two, like numerous times, man. But I had some fierros hidden under the fucking SEALs desk, under the fucking SEALs podium. Me and this guy, we used to do some crazy shit, man. And so I used to tell, man, there's one over here, there's one over there. I gave him like 40 pedazos, man. So on the next yard, the homies, they decided, hey, paisas, don't get involved. Hey, just go and play your game, and we're gonna handle this shit, man. Just keep trucha and just give us the pieces that we need. So we did it, and on the next yard, man, it was all bad, man. I'm not gonna lie, it was 40 blacks and 20, because we made the other half of the Hispanic, the Mexicans, 20 paisas and 20 Sureños, but they told us not to get involved. So they all rushed, the 20 Sureños rushed like 40, 50 blacks. And one day I heard Gunners Collective saying the blacks are the biggest, but we are the most, meaning there's more raza than, but that's not the case. I never seen the Sureños and the Norteños and the whites and the paisas and the bulls, like they say, against the blacks. It was always the Sureños. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna put too much into it. It was, and I seen another riot in Folsom. It was like maybe 20, 30 Sureños against like 200 blacks, and it happened. I seen that shit in Pelican Bay, and I didn't see the Sureños and like I said, the homies and the Norteños, the Mexicans, the Pais, they all getting involved. Now it was just the Sureños. And I'm not putting the Sureños up there, but I'm just saying it like it is, man. I'm not trying to discredit what Gunner's saying, but he should know better, man. In prison is not numbers, it's whoever's right, man. And they were right. The Sureños at this time, they were right, because they did respect not only the Paisas but the homies, calling us fucking wetbacks, fucking beaners. Yeah, that's right. Go back to my city. I'm not putting, like I said, I'm not putting too much into it, but they did, man. They were real disrespectful when they were picking up the bodies, not the bodies, because nobody was there, but they were picking us up to go to the MTA. And on the second round, when the Sureños got their money, like I was there, nobody told, they were real respectful. They were picking up, they picked most of them up to the MTA, man. They flew them up. They did some fucking damage, man. They stabbed like 40 of them, the whole fucking yard. They got up on the whole, I seen this homie, Termite, little motherfucker from, I forgot where he was from, man. Bell Garden, Kansas Street, somewhere over there. One of those barrios in LA. Little Termite, I knew him because he was from Jalisco también. We used to chop it up, and this motherfucker, little fucker, man, he got up on top of the biggest black dude right in front of the tower, man. He was getting him. He got him like at least like 50, 60 times, man. He was getting him. He got on top of him. And Right when this happened, like a week, like not a week, like a month later, I went to the hole, and everybody that was in the hole, you know, they were telling me, hey, do you see what termite did? And I said, yeah, man, that motherfucker crazy. He goes, the only reason he didn't get shot is because the fucking the rifle I think it's the Mini 14 fucking jam. That shit fucking jammed, man. But the tower told me, you lucky motherfucker. But I seen the lieutenant, the COs, like the whole fucking the watch office came out, man. Trying to, you know, they were fucking hitting homeboy with the stick. He wouldn't get off of this fool, man. And but the reason I'm saying this video, man, I'm telling this story, man, is because, you know, it's not good to be racist, man. They were, you know, at that time, you know, they say, well, how come Mexicans don't like blacks? It is because maybe it's the same reason because blacks don't like Mexicans. But I'm out here on the street, it's a whole fucking different thing, man. Everybody's doing his own thing, man. And it's sad how, you know, a little fucking thing, you know, they should have just let the blacks, you know, use the core, but it's pride, man. It's what it is, pride. And you will become racist, man, in prison. I don't give a fuck, you know, because like I said, I almost did 25 years and seeing the separation and the racial tension against all the races, you become racist, man. And like I said, the same reason it is because of the same reason they don't like us, we don't like us. It's a clash of two races. But it's 2023, man. It shouldn't be like that, man. And I'm gonna give you a story. I'm gonna give you an example, man. One day I was on the bus, man, and where I live, there's a lot of tourism. I seen this black lady, maybe 40, with this young girl. She was about 14, man. They were in my town, and I was riding the bus, and they were right next to me, man. And we passed by a McDonald's restaurant, and she goes, oh no, it wasn't a McDonald's. It was I think it was a Burger King, one of them two, man. And the little girl goes, she goes, hey, she was black, but she was like Dominican or Cuban. She goes, mama, can you buy me a hamburger? Me compras una hamburguesa? And the lady goes, ay, chingado, in Spanish, right? Chingado, like, and the expression that I seen in her face was like, hey, don't you see the situation we are in, and you asking for a hamburger? And I was like, man, you know, I felt bad, man. I felt bad because there was times in my life, you know, when I was like that, when I felt like, you know, eating something and I didn't do it because, you know, lack of money, you know, because I was a broke motherfucker, man. And I was like, man, I started thinking, and I was like, man, do something positive today, man. Do something. Come on, do it. And I started, and I said, lady, excuse me. Oiga, le dije, ¿está bien si yo le compro la hamburguesa a ella? Is it alright if I buy the burger for her? She goes, no. And the little girl, she looked at me, and she was like, she was smiling. She was like, that's right. And she goes, no, you're not buying nothing for her. And I didn't want her to think, you know, that I was, you know, because there's, you know, some cases where motherfuckers trying to hit up. When I show up, everybody knows that I'm gonna change the game. Little girl, man, she was like 14, but I, you know, I'm not a freaking show. And I was like, hey, check it out, man. Let me put half of the money. I put half of the money, and you put the other half. How about that? She goes, no. And the little girl was like, she was smiling, like, yeah. She was shaking her head, like, yeah. I was looking at, and that's something, you know. Even, she didn't want to do it. She didn't want to take the money, man. And I had the money in my hand, but I felt bad, man, because being broke and is a fucked up thing, man. And all these fucking incidents, all these battles between the raza and the blacks, it makes you broke. It makes you more ignorant. When you lack education, man, and it's easier for you to get manipulated, man. When you know, racist and stupid like that, man, it's easier for you not to overcome to get better jobs, because you get stuck in that mentality, man. You close yourself, and that's what is happening with our races, man, with the blacks and the Mexicans. Being racist, it leads to poverty, ignorance, man, and that leads to prison, man. You know, to go to prison and you think you're better than the next man. And I know they were racist, the blacks were racist, and the Sureños, they just did what they had to do, man. You know, but just like I said, man, that, you know, that doesn't help, man. That doesn't help anybody, man. Because the youngsters, they want to be like you, man. You know, help somebody. It doesn't matter if it's black. Like I say, if it's black, if it's brown, if it's Chinese, man, if it's paisa, man, help somebody, man. It feels good to help somebody. You know, and with that amount, man, I hope you like this video, and subscribe, hit the notification, man, and let me know what you think in the comments, man. God bless you, man, and you know, I'm sorry, you know, for the stupid things that I did in my life, man. You know, including being racist, but I'm trying, you know, I'm working on that shit, man, because, you know, like, I did my whole life in prison, and it's not easy to get that shit out, man. But I'm trying to be a better man. You know, peace to everybody, man. To all the brothers, blacks, paisas, Chicanos, you know, Norteños, Sureños, Bulldogs, and whites, man, Chinos también. God bless you. Stay strong, man. With that, I'm out. Peace.
Hey, be un nigga your own microphone. Studio of your own. Gangsta sound. My brother come over. It's a champion general flow. Listen, my reggae music is slower. Climb the tower. Feel the warrior eternal power. My brother come over. It's a champion general flow. Listen, my reggae music is slower. Climb the tower. Feel the warrior eternal power. Escucha a Dios si aún estás por este mundo. Voy a robarte tan solo 3 segundos. Quiero mandar tu mensaje muy profundo y pedirte disculpas por si me confundo. Soy un humano más que vaga en estos páramos, que se pregunta qué pasa si nos amáramos. Pero la guerra nos separa, así que páranos y únenos de nuevo, por favor, como quisiéramos. Ve al humano maltratar a su mujer, divisa al pueblo roto por su falta de poder. Sigo viendo al niño muriendo sin comer y al rico atragantarse tan solo por placer. Quedamos pocos mensajeros del honor, fieles servidores del humano con valor, nobles narradores de palabra con amor. Solo faltas tú para guiar nuestro interior. It's a champion general flow. Listen, my reggae music is slower. Climb the tower, feel the warrior eternal power. My brother come over. It's a champion general flow. Listen, my reggae music is slower. Climb the tower, feel the warrior eternal power. Sé que no es fácil nadar en estas aguas, ni mantener el rumbo en este sin razón. Sé que me quemo si camino en la fragua. Este es mi deber cuando recibí mi don. Podría hablar sobre coches y dinero, pero no quiero, por eso soy la voz del guero. Prefiero mantener mi arte mensajero, luchar junto al humilde para destruir el clero. Unos tienen tanto y otros quieren tan poco. Esta melodía me está volviendo loco. Pido a Kion que limpie lo que toco. Él destruye el muro en el que normalmente choco. La tierra muere y morirá callada. Creaste un suelo de arena malgastada. Nos diste ciencia y eso no te avala. Ella da respuestas, tú no dices nada. Sé que mi fe no va mal, pero aquí debajo todo sigue igual. Luchamos por vivir algo que es normal. Por eso lo divino jamás será mortal. Oh, my nigga, feel the rasta, you nigga, no my nigga. Hey, escuela, haciendo fresco lo que siento desde el alma. Nego, lo siento. Lo sé, señor, quizás hable sin sentido, pero al malvado hay que darle su merecido. Mira al diablo en que me ha convertido, pidiéndole consejo